All right, we're back for another workout. I hope you had a great day today. And last time we worked out arms, we did biceps, the front of the arms. Today we're going to do triceps, training the back of the arm. And that makes up most of the upper body, especially the upper arm. All right, let's start this. Check my time. 60 seconds between sets. Now, one thing I'm doing is I've got my elbows basically by my side, a little bit in front this time because I'm leaning forward a little bit. So when I push down, I'm coming straight down like this. I'm not locking my arms. I'm bringing it just a little bit short of locking. So that's about as far as I want to go. But I want to keep the triceps contracted, bringing them up a little bit above the, I would say parallel to the floor, a little bit above that is how high I'm coming. And I'm pushing straight back down and kind of, I say locking out, but I'm not straightening the arm completely. So that's the movement. Another thing is the shoulder's going to be back, chest up. Always anatomical position. And anatomical, if you look at an anatomical chart, the guy is standing like this. So basically anatomical means you're going to have your shoulders back, chest up. So hands out, if you want to see what anatomical is like, put your hands out, turn them out as far as you can, and then just let the arm relax. That's anatomical. That's where you should be. All right, let's get a little water. Let's start set number 2. All right. Again, set number 2 should be a little bit more challenging than set number 1. If you got your weight selected correctly, if you got a good weight set, then you're going to find that your first set should be not easy, but it should challenge you a little bit, but it should be difficult. You're warming up. Your second set, if you don't increase the weight, it should get you maybe about 8 or 10 reps. If you can do more than 8 or 10, your weight is too light. Go up a little bit in weight. And now the third set is going to be what's called the challenge set. This is where you're really starting to push hard. Whenever you use a challenge set, now you're focused more intensity that's needed. You got to really psych yourself up for your challenge set. When you come in and you're working out, you can't come in and be like, okay, I got to get ready here. Enough chit chat. All right. I'm going to increase weight and go to our challenge set. All right. Woo! Challenge. Well, one thing you may notice I did, when I'm doing my challenge sets, it's difficult not to cheat because when it gets difficult, you'll find that you'll change your body position a little bit to give you a little extra help. Now, maybe on the last rep or 2, I may have used a little bit of momentum, which means I kind of used a little bit of shoulder movement to kind of get it started. That's called a sort of a cheat rep. I'm going to count it though, but that's called cheating. For exercise number 2, I'm going to stay at the same position, but I've changed from the bar to a rope. This is just ropes that I'm going to use for the second exercise. So you can use the same machine, same equipment, just change the attachment. We're going to go forward and extending out. Let's go. Very much the same thing. I'm going overhead. My arms are going to be extended overhead, and I'm going to stretch out. Again, not locking completely. You don't want to lock. It tends to put a little bit too much strain on the elbows. So when I have my hands back behind there, they're going to be stretched really far. The first exercise had the triceps in line with the body. This next exercise is making the triceps stretch way up. When I do this exercise, I'm stretching way up, so you're adding more stretch to the tricep, training a different tricep head. So that's the difference between those first 2 exercises. You're going to lunge forward, always making sure that your body is straight. You're not going to be leaning forward or curve your body. You're going to make sure that it's straight, and you're going to lean out. Straight body, lean out. Just like that. All right. Number 2. Yeah. All right, that's number 2. Same thing, just keep your body focused, very controlled. You're not gonna be trying to use so much weight that you have to use a lot of momentum. The tendency when you're using too much weight is you end up kind of yanking a little bit. You start creating a little bit of yanking. No, keep the shoulders out of the movement. You only want to make the tricep work. That's called an isolation exercise. That means the only joint moving is the elbow joint to work the triceps. So we're gonna isolate to make that work. Now, my last set on this exercise is the challenge set. You increase weight on your challenge set because now you want to really focus on making that muscle work. Where 8 to 10 is really all you can do. 8 to 10. So I'm going to increase my weight and give it a great effort on my challenge set. All right? All right, you notice you always have to psych up for your challenge set. All right. Get psyched. Yeah. That's what it should be like. I mean, on your challenge set, you're not aware of anything that's going on around you. You don't know what music's playing. You're not aware of what people are saying or who's in the gym. You're focused on just making that muscle work. You're isolating, and all I want to do is feel this tricep really push. That's the challenge set. You'll do one more set of those. Same weight that you use in the challenge set. I think I did maybe 10 that time. This time, I'm pushing for about 8. If I can do more than 8 repetitions on this last set, then I'll go up my 4th set, right? I'm not gonna record the 4th set because of time, but you're gonna do 4 sets total. Beginning set, which is a warm-up, your 2nd set, which is a little bit of a challenge, your 3rd set, which is your challenge set, and then your 4th set, which is that's the growth set. That's the set that really pushes you over the edge. For this last exercise, I'm gonna do 2 variations. It's just dips. Now I'm gonna start with just a bench, it's called bench dips, and I'm gonna go back to a regular dips that we do on a machine. So starting with bench dips, let's go with 8 reps. Now, as you can see, that was pretty easy for me. So what you would tend to do is you would add more weight. Some people put weights on their laps to do this to make it a little bit more difficult. But some people, this is difficult. So start with maybe the bench dips. Find any kind of bar that you can set up that you can kind of use to prop yourself up. And I have a bench in front of me. And I'm doing basically 8 repetitions. So with this bench dip, you're gonna start in the top position and you're just gonna lower your body as much as you can. Down really low, stretch those triceps and pushing straight back up to the top position. And that's really the exercise. Now, you're always gonna try to keep your chest up, never gonna cave in too much, but let your body just stretch up and down. Really simple. And you'll feel it really isolating those triceps, which is in the back of the arm. That's a very simple exercise to do to start with. And if you can't do very many, stay with this exercise and do another set of maybe 8 repetitions and do your challenge set and do 4 sets of this. And I'm gonna go to the regular dips and we're gonna add a little bit more difficulty to it. So let's go over there. Come on. Now this is the dip exercise, a whole different level of resistance because you're using your whole body. All right. Now the way you're going to do the dips is just basically going to keep your body as straight as possible. Try not to lean forward too much. Your body's going to be straight. You're just going to push straight up and down. Straight up and down. It really looks easier than it really is. So you do 8 repetitions with that exercise, and that's basically it. Just going to lower the body as low as you go. Don't go down too low. You're going to go to where your arm's going to be about parallel to the floor. So I'm not gonna drop down too low, not to get too much chest involved. You wanna make the triceps do the work. So that's the first set of 8. Now you can do the bench dips, or you can do these. So that's like my first set there. Now I'm gonna skip right down to my challenge set where I'll add some weight to here, and you'll see how I can do with that. All right, challenge, let's do it. I got to strap on my weight here. This allows me to add a little weight by strapping it on and use the machine for resistance. Woo! You notice when I start my set, I don't start at the bottom. I step up to the top, and I start by lowering. It's a little bit easier on the joints to start from a top position to where your body's more of in a stronger position to begin with, and then just begin to lower on your first set. All right. So that would be my third set. My challenge set would be my third set. Now I'll do one more with that weight, and if I can do more than 8 repetitions on my last set, which is my 4th set, I will go up in weight. So there you have it, 3 exercises for the triceps. To review, we started off with a tricep push down, where you're pushing down, not locking on, but you want to contract those triceps, make them work, pushing down. The second exercise was overhead, where we took it and we stretched out overhead. Stretching that tricep, making a long head or different head of the tricep work. Thirdly was the bench dips. If you can't do a regular dip, start with the bench and lower. That was exercise number 3. And lastly was the regular dips. And this one's more difficult, more challenging. You're gonna do 12 sets total, 4 sets of each exercise. Reps are gonna be between 8 and 10. If you're doing more than 10 repetitions, bump up your weight a little bit. 1 minute rest between sets, all right? I know it's a lot to remember. You can do this. It took me about 30 minutes to do this. Routine. You'll do it a lot faster because you're a lot better than I am. Well, until next time, triceps, we're out. See ya. Bye.